Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be comparing the Crayola Super Tip markers to Mildliners. So I have 20 of these Crayola Super Tip markers. These are what I bought before I bought Mildliners because I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy Mildliners yet. So for a price comparison, for 25 Mildliners at Target, it is $29.99 for a pack of them, where if you go to Target and you get a 50 count, it's $6.99, and 100 you can get them for $14.99. So the Super Tips are cheaper. So I just want to kind of like compare the Super Tips to the Mildliners. Obviously now I have Mildliners. I definitely think they're worth the hype, but I also use these for a while before buying the Mildliners. So I have my scrap piece of paper, so I'm just gonna test out. I kind of grabbed some of the colors that matched the 20 of these Crayola. I don't have every single color that matches like these, but I'm kind of just gonna test out the green. So I'm just gonna write green and scribble and then a line. So this is like the lime green. So here's the Mildliner. This is green, and so obviously it is definitely not as bright as the Crayola one. And then I like the Mildliners because they are so much skinnier. Like when you go to write green, I never write with Mildliners, but it is kind of skinnier. Like here's the points on both of these. So Mildliner is definitely skinnier. So that was the green. We're gonna test the orange. And then this is the orange for Mildliner. These are so bright. I think this came in a fluorescent pack, this orange, so there might be a toned down Mildliner orange. I'm not sure. Here's this one. This is also an orange color, or this is considered gold, but I definitely think that this is more toned down orange and matches more of the Mildliner orange. So I'm just going to go through and kind of just test and compare them. So I'll probably speed this part of the video up just so you can kind of see like the different colors compared to the color that I have of the Mildliner. So I just went through and tested all of the different colors out. Obviously, you can tell the difference between the Crayola ones and the Mildliners, even if they're not in like a cohesive, like this is the Mildliner, this is the Crayola. They're just toned down more, except for these obviously bright ones that look more like a highlighter. but they're super like toned down. I think there's so many color options of the Crayola tips, but you also have very comparable ones with the Mildliners. One thing that I do, like I was noticing that I don't really know if I've ever noticed before with the Crayola, is you can change kind of like how thick you want like your line based on like how you hold the pencil. So like if you wanted a thicker one, you can just go like that. And then if you wanted a thinner one, you can kind of hold it more to like the side, where Mildliner, here I'll use a purple to compare, you know, you kind of just have like the thick, and it's kind of like hard because it is a highlighter tip, and then you just have like the thinner point. So I don't know. Yeah, so I'm gonna write out something with ink. This is probably a bad pen to use because these pens smudge really badly. I'm going to grab this Papermate pen and just write like planner. One thing about the Crayola is they are darker, so if you wanted to use like a purple, like it's definitely darker than if you went over with the Mildliner. I don't see smudging in either one of those, to be honest. I'm going to use my Simply Gilded pen, which I'm sure is going to smudge with both of these, probably. We're going to do maybe a different color, like a blue. Ooh, yeah, there's smudging with that. Ooh, there's so much smudging with these. I'm not sure if Mildliners are supposed to be like a non-smudge. I thought that was part of them, like they're not supposed to smudge like your ink, but I mean they do. And honestly, like inspecting that really close, I feel like the Mildliner smudged way more on the Simply Gilded ink than it did with the Crayola Super Tip. But down here with this like normal Papermate pen, it like neither one smudged. So obviously I have both. I like both. What I got these ones for, originally why I bought the Super Tips was because when I did budgeting, I had a color for each section of my budget. So when I went through and did my my expense tracker, I would highlight each expense to what category. So there was like plenty in just this 20 pack that I bought of Crayola markers to make it through my entire like expense tracker, like all the different sections that I had. These I like. I use these now mostly for school. Like I'll highlight stuff in my notes, I'll highlight stuff in my textbooks. I've never use these to like actually highlight things. I think they'd be like super dark. I mean, here's the brown. Here, I'll show you. Like with the darker colors, like if you wanted to use a brown, I don't know who'd want to use a brown to highlight in a textbook, but I mean, if you wanted to use a brown, here's the Crayola one, and here's the Mildliner. So like obviously it's gonna be like harder to read black lettering with the Crayola Super Tip than it is to read it with the Mildliner, which is one of the good things about Mildliner is they're so toned down colors that you can see stuff really great. These do not bleed through Happy Planner pages. Here, I'll grab one of my note sheets in the back here and show you. This is Happy Planner, just like notebook paper. And so here is, I'll use one of the darker colors because I think those tend to bleed more. So here we have this purple color, and we'll take the purple Super Tip and highlight. And neither one bleeds through. There is some like shadowing on both, I will say. Like you can kind of see some shadowing, but like they don't bleed through. They don't smudge, either one of them. So they will work in your planner. But obviously, I mean, this is computer paper and they both very much have a shadowing effect. And some of them even bled through, which I think that's a Crayola that bled through. But even like the Mildliner kind of did. But obviously if you want something cheaper and you want more for your buck, definitely the Crayola is the way to go. But if you want something like better, maybe in your planner, and you want something more toned down and, you know, price, you don't really care, definitely go for the Mildliners. I like both. I think both equally have really good pros. You know, there's not really cons to either one of them except for maybe this like smudging. But I hope you guys enjoyed just this like testing video of these markers slash like highlighters. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know what you'd like to like compare, whether it's like a pen brand that you want me to compare, or you want me to do like Mildliner versus like Sharpie highlighters. Let me know. I would like to do it would be fun to do another one of those videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see more planning content, head over to my Instagram at Liz Loves Plans. I'll see you guys next.